Well, if you're like me and enjoy a sweet treat every once in a while, I've got the thing for you. These cinnamon sugar protein donut bites are the perfect way to satisfy that sweet craving, and they take no time at all. Let's make them. So, the first thing that you're going to want to do is preheat your oven to 350 degrees. And we're going to start with our dry ingredients. So, we are going to use some all purpose flour. So, I've got my flour right here, and we're going to use a cup of this into our bowl. Let's get this all measured out. We're getting down to the bottom of our flour here, but we've got enough for this recipe. A half, and then another half. 1 cup of flour. Next, we're going to take some baking powder, and we're going to add 1.5 teaspoons of that to our bowl. Next, we're going to add some table salt, just about 1/4 teaspoon of that. Next, you're going to take your favorite protein. I'm using the 1UP Tres Leche protein powder, and you're going to add 1 scoop, which is 35 grams, to our bowl. Next, we're going to add a little bit more flavor with some cinnamon. And for me, I always measure with my heart, but you're going to want to use about a teaspoon of cinnamon in here. And then you're just going to take a wooden spoon and you're just going to mix all of those dry ingredients together until they are well incorporated. And now it's time to add our wet ingredients. And the star of this show is this. One of my favorite ingredients to cook and bake with, plain non-fat Greek yogurt. And we are going to add 3/4 cup into our bowl. And next we're going to add a teaspoon of vanilla. And then we're going to take our mixing spoon and we are going to blend this together until it makes a nice soft dough. And now it's time to get our fingers dirty and get into that bowl and finish making that dough. Now we're going to take our dough ball and we're just going to put it on a floured surface, and we're just going to continue to work this dough a little bit until it becomes nice and soft and silky. Don't have to overwork this. It's just enough so it sticks together really well. Our dough is all ready now, and we are going to form this into 8 sections, and then we're going to pull them apart and make 16 little bite-sized donuts. So with one of our 8 sections, we are just going to break that in half, and we're just going to roll that, and we're going to place it on a parchment-lined baking sheet. And this is what it looks like. Next, we're going to take some coconut oil. Now, you can use butter if you want to, but I'm actually out of butter. We're going to take just a tablespoon of coconut oil, and we're going to melt this up. So we've got our coconut oil all melted. And next, you're going to take a pastry brush, and you're just going to lightly coat the top of each one of these donut holes with a little bit of coconut oil. And into the oven these go for 10 minutes. All right, our donut holes are already out of the oven. And now it is time to make a delicious cinnamon sugar topping to put on them. In a small bowl, we're going to put 1 tablespoon of monk fruit sweetener. And listen, if you don't have monk fruit sweetener, you can use any other sweetener, or honestly, you can just use a teaspoon of sugar. Next, we're going to take some cinnamon, and we're going to add just about a teaspoon of cinnamon, and we're going to put it right into the bowl with the sweetener in it. And give that a good little mix until it is all combined. Next, we're going to take the rest of that melted coconut oil, and we're just going to brush the tops again with a little bit more of it. And then we're just going to take each one of these little balls, and we're just going to roll it around into that cinnamon sugar until it looks like this. And just take a look at how fantastic these look. And the smell, oh my gosh, even better. And now my favorite part, the taste test. Take a look at that. Nice and light and flaky, and just a perfect amount of sweetness. Oh yeah. make these today.